Hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for the second 3 million hours of this 6 million hour grind through a medium-length apprentice mission in Darkest Dungeon. Which, I suppose, makes me the 6 million hour man? Oh, that's right, Pete. We can re-bore you. We have the technology now. No boredom is beyond our grasp. You'll be dumber, more bitter, and saltier now. We can trim away the new content you're hoping to find down in the Crimson Cord and instead replace it with the slow grind of the overly familiar. And then, Pete, just when you think it's over and that you can't handle any more, then we'll launch a spin-off series with Lindsay Wagner, which is way less cool because, by and large, she has all the same powers, except for having a bionic ear instead of badass laser eyeballs. What the hell happened with the whole 6 million... The Bionic Woman, I guess, which was the $6 million man spinoff. The Bionic Woman, which... Why a bionic ear? The $6 million man had laser eyeballs. He was badass. And Jamie... What was her name? Jamie Summers, I think, was her name. She had a magic ear. I mean, sure, they tried to make up for it by giving her a kick-ass robot dog whose jaws could bite through a parking meter, but that was pretty cool. Still, I feel like the Bionic Woman got the short end of the stick. And I know I was headed somewhere with the whole $6 million man conceit there at the top of the episode, but honestly, I got so into the Lindsay Wagner versus Lee Majors meta that I forgot what the shit my original point was, and I have no idea where the hell I was going with that. So you know what? Screw it. It's okay. It wasn't going to wind up being funny anyway, so it doesn't matter. Nobody's really going to miss it. Let's just get back to getting trolled by this dungeon, which is, I got to admit, doing a hell of a job so far. The trolling has been spot on. Nothing else has been spot on, but the trolling. Oh my goodness, the trolling. Finally, we found a curio to get rid of one of these damn pieces. We can rebuild him, dungeon. He'll be saltier than ever before. $6 million worth of salt. That's a hell of a lot of salt. Enough to pave America's highways for an entire winter. Do you actually pave highways with salt, Pete? No, but you know what the hell I was getting. Just you know what? I'm in a bad mood.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Well, fortunately, we brought some shovels, Wayne, so the cold stone is pretty much shit out of luck. Kind of like me with my hopes of getting out of this mission in a reasonable amount of time, with a reasonable amount of stress. Yeah. A blazing star is born. Well, one thing's for sure, he's damn sure not talking about Lindsay Wagner. Or was she maybe a blazing star? Maybe that was the problem with Lindsay Wagner. She was a blazing star that just burned too bright and thus was extinguished that much quicker. Then again, she was a spin-off, I guess, to a Lee Majors series. Probably it was always doomed from the start. I mean, think about this. Did the Fall Guy get a spin-off? What would they have had? Like a Heather Locklear-based spin-off where she becomes a highfalutin lady detective who solves crimes in the midst of her modeling career? Like, she takes time off from, we're gonna get freaked out here. Yep. Are we, okay. Yep, he's selfish. Alright, well, that's real bad.
Self-preservation is paramount at any cost.
Yeah, we know how afflictions work, thanks. Also, that means he's frequently gonna, refuse to, oh, good, and a double dodge on our stun attack. Don't give Lady Macbeth stress, you douche. Okay, we've got to get out of this dungeon as quickly as possible now that we have somebody afflicted, because this is not going to end well for us in other circumstances. Pete, how come you went for the cultist acolyte? He's got more dodge and also a stress attack. You could have gone for the other guy with less dodge and fewer hit points. That's true, we could have, but the one thing this guy doesn't have is immunity to bleed, so we did get an extra unfucking believable 1 point of damage out of it. It's possible that this fight, which, by the way, I'd like to point out, was entirely oh, good, you just gave us, like, 50 stress. Can we get a little bit of that back with the kill? Oh, good, we got you down to 97. Fantastic. Our whole goal here was to just get Lady Macbeth out of this dungeon without catastrophic amounts of stress, and that's looking less and less likely. Also, you're bleeding like a fucking sieve. We got to get some blight on. That's fatal damage for this chump head, but it's not going to matter. Oh, God, now Lounce is going to get freaked out, too. No, that's fine. Just keep spreading the love around. Keep throwing those goblets of blood in our face. I really wish I had a bandage here, but I don't. I'm tempted to... you know what? Go for the inspiring crap. He's not gonna bleed, and that was never gonna be a kill anyway. I just wanted to... Stop giving us stress, you jerk! We've got to go for the big heal here, which healed us for all of 6. Not exactly what I'd call a big heal. Alright, no more stress attacks coming our way, though. You're gonna drop dead, and now we can focus on trying to get some healing going here, and maybe getting a little bit of back-end stress relief. Never mind, we're just gonna keep piling on the stress from the 8 trillion fucking criticals we're gonna take. Battlefield medicine, that man, please. We can at least get rid of his bleed. You know, I really would like to keep anybody else from getting afflicted, so throw a stress heal at Lounce. Lounce, I want you to cry havoc. That's also gonna help us get a little bit of light back. What are we gonna do about this damage? By and large, I think we may just tank it for a minute. Like, we'll let Lady Macbeth do her thing with the poison. And probably heal Lady Macbeth a 4-point critical heal. Alright, you know, up from 2. If we could get rid of all Falstaff stress, we could get him on a... I kid, that's never gonna happen. He would have to hit himself with the stress relief attack, and we're actually taking more stress just by standing around him than we could possibly ever get rid of. So, we should probably stop dicking around and just kill this guy. We got more stress from his random I give out stress bark than we were gonna ever get rid of. Yeah, this... I hate afflictions so much. I really, really dislike them a great deal. They're ruinously destructive. Nothing can kill a run faster than having somebody get afflicted. Here, eat this food. I actually just want this food out of my inventory. Really, all I'm looking to do now is just find the exit and check out of this dungeon as fast as friggin' possible. We need to find this last curio and get the hell gone. We're gonna take so much walking around stress here, it's not even gonna be funny. Just because, you know, old Iago... Oh, this is Falstaff, right? Is gonna be an abusive drunk. It's just like growing up around Dad. Oh, the Falstaff, you're the drunken, abusive father I never had. I say that because my parents are actually, by and large, pretty fucking wonderful people. My parents are a delight. So, who wants to try for a little stress relief here? This team probably doesn't have... Oh, you never mind. Get a little free stress relief for our boy Lounce. Give him 8, alright. It's more than we're gonna get from Jimmy the Jackass up here. With this constant verbal abuse. Dad. Again, I kid. My parents are delightful and lovely people. Your pack chafes, somebody else carry it. Did you just throw shit on the ground? No? I don't know what the whole my pack chafes bark is. Oh good, we wandered into a trap so you can get a truckload of stress that we were... Our whole point here was to try and get Lady Macbeth to resolve... See, this is Darkest Dungeon at its best. It's trolling us like a goddamn champion right here. Our whole goal was to just get Lady Macbeth to resolve rank 2 and get her out of the dungeon with low stress. So that we could go do the dungeon we actually wanted to do, and now everything that is not that is happening. I'm supremely salt-filled. These guys are also going to get double round on us. Stop. Seriously, though, stop being an asshole. Just stop behaving this way. We'll go for the poison. If we get the double blight, those guys both have fatal damage. Good work. Way to skip your turn. We could have gotten some stress relief out of that. Instead, no. Go ahead. That's fine. Everybody's taking shots at Prospero, who is very hurt. You know, Falstaff, really all you need is some liquor to complete the whole abusive drunk thing. Oh, good. We've got, significant problems, no way to heal you, so what we need to do is make sure that the fast guys are gonna die. But those guys are gonna die with or without our intervention. You're gonna die. You're also gonna die. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta do that. We can't have a dude hanging around on death's door. That guy's gonna drop dead. Falstaff. Well, he passed, but at least he dodged one and got it back. You're gonna heal yourself for not enough. Technically, you didn't heal yourself at all. And you gave yourself a bleed, which if you had to dodge that would have made you extraordinarily likely to die. Oh, yes, good. Yeah, put that guy right in front of you. Perfect. Maybe give him a little stress relief so that we don't wind up, I like, you know what? I can appreciate the fact that you guys are still hitting the douchebag who pushed the weak guy in front of him. He pushed him forward to make him cowered behind Prospero, and then the other guys still hit him anyway. I ordinarily am not prone to praise you, skeletons, because you're kind of assholes. You're a fucking piece of shit, Falstaff. Have I ever told you that you're a fucking piece of shit? Because you're a fucking piece of shit. Also, Prospero, if you could really stop it with the whole fucking 2-point heal plus a bleed shit, that'd be real nice. You'd just knock that shit right off. Flubbed in the face for 5. Fight on my own terms, which is to say I don't fight ever. Conscientious objector status. We could really use some criticals here, guys. We could really use like a critical cry havoc. Oh, alright. It's about damn time, Prospero. Took himself from death's door to almost fully healed. Falstaff, I don't even care because you fucking deserve that. You doubly deserve it now, you asshole. I'm not even going to give you a chance to escape the fight. We have to do this now or we're going to take a Terry penalty, and I don't want to take a Terry penalty. Okay, so Squidgy Idle Tentacle, I believe if we... No, we don't want to throw holy water at this. This is the one I always get wrong, because I think this is the one we're supposed to just touch. 125 gold. We're just going to chuck it on the ground. Put our party back in order for what it's worth, which is at this point very little. And you're already afflicted, so fuck it. Altar is purely decorative. I don't know about y'all, but I find that a squidgy tentacle idol really helps the feng shui of any room. We're getting just catastrophic levels of stress here. Even if we put our full effort into stress relief, by the way, thanks, Dungeon, for making me have to cover literally every single fucking instance. This is why I hate these quests. This is why I hate take shit into the dungeon or pick up shit in the dungeon. You fucking asshole. Damn, Skippy, we're continuing adventuring. We got some fucking firewood here. We're damn sure gonna use it. All of our effort is gonna be on getting Lady Macbeth's stress down because we need Lady Macbeth on our next mission. Any of you dumb shits wind up diseased. I hate all of you, by the way. Whether or not you got an actual disease, you're all diseased in the mind. None of you got actual diseases. We could try Zealous Vigil. It's not gonna work. Oh, well, okay, never mind. I figured he would refuse to do it. Stand tall. Well, we could use that here and get pretty good use out of it, but I don't really like the risk that our boy is... Oh, do we have Therapy Dog? Hound's Watch. Release the Hound. Nope. Alright, well, I guess we'll just encourage. We are not going to be able to get rid of enough stress to make this worthwhile, so let's get rid of that. Takes you down to 47 and leaves us with 2 time. Can we do anything to get rid of... Well, you can get rid of 25, but that gives us a bunch. We don't really need a damage bonus. We don't really need a stress pep talk. We don't need wound care. None of the rest of this shit really matters for a lick. We could heal somebody a bunch. Whatever. I kind of just wanted to leech Falstaff because I felt like the asshole deserves it. Why did we get stressed? I hate you so much, Falstaff. I hate you so fucking bloody much. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. It's a lot. I hate you a lot. Couldn't you have just gotten drunk and wandered off in some get-rich-quick scheme so that we could have ignored you? No, you had to stay around and screw with Lady Macbeth and wind up afflicted and selfish. Picked up a Wield Tactician, and oh good, Fear of Beasts, which is it's just absolutely awful. Unquiet mind won't meditate. Wield phobe. Honestly, Prospero, wield phobe is a good thing. Bonus stress in a wield. Well, you're never going there, so fine. Hashtag fuck the wield. Don't go to the wield. This is a rule. You just, you know, if you're thinking about going to the wield, don't. That's all you got to do. It's really easy. If you're thinking about going to the wield, just don't go. So, reports from the Hill Cottage confirm a welcome reduction in the general area of malaise in and around the ruins. Bonus resolve EXP in the ruins on our next quest. Bonus damage in the ruins on our next quest. And as much as I would like to go into the ruins on my next quest, I'm kind of, you know, I was going to say I'm kind of leaning towards just going into the darkest dungeon, but now that I look at the situation, I realize as much as I want to, we sort of can't. We're going to get all our skills up. So we've got the team we're going to take, but with Lady Macbeth's stress level, I'm Boy Scouting the shit out of this, man. I'm way, way, way over preparing. And I know that I'm doing it, and I'm still doing it anyway because I just can't help myself. I just can't help preparing for too much fight. I was going for an Elvis thing, and it just, you know what? Didn't work. Didn't work at all. So Lady Macbeth, I really kind of want to get rid of Fear of Beast too, because that is terrible. Hagiomania and Slow Reflexes I don't mind you having forever. Maybe Fear of Beast will get overwritten with something else that's terrible. We've got to get you in for some stress relief before we go down. So here, like drinking is relatively cheap, right? I know we have reduced effectiveness of stress reduction here, but that's okay. You know, after our last Crusader Falstaff completely dicked with us here, I'm not inclined to try and pick up another Crusader, although we do need to get Falstaff unafflicted. Fantastic. We're going to get a real quality bang for our buck, too. You will only flagellate or something, right? Oh, you will only visit the brothel for stress relief, because of course you will, Falstaff. He will only whore. Well, just hold you. Yeah, nobody's going to be able to get their arms around you, Falstaff, because you're a big, giant tub of guts. What? And don't blame me. Shakespeare the one that said he was a fatty. You can't pin that on Perfidious Pete. Prospero, you really sort of... We might as well just send you in, too, because, I mean, fuck it. Let's go a little stress relief for that whole team, because they all got screwed. Might as well go meditate, I suppose. Seems appropriate. So we've got Hippolyta, Lavinia, Caliban, and Rosencrantz, and what we could do is take this team into our next dungeon. I mean, there's some synergy here. Caliban, don't you have an ability that works better against marked targets? One of your abilities was better against marks. You get a stun attack, you got Beast Bile, Absolution is a heal. Rake. Nope. Rage? No. Slam. I thought you had one that worked against marked targets. Well, maybe we can get something that synergizes a little better than Caliban. We can pick up a man-at-arms. Fuck you, Facon. I'm not taking you. You can go straight to hell. We could upgrade our stagecoach network, which gives us more heroes available. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. And somebody's like, Pete, you know, you said you were saving those for blacksmith upgrades because you really need to upgrade the blacksmith. Yeah, you're not wrong. We really need to upgrade the blacksmith to get to level 2 weapons and armor, but not this time. We need more. I need a wider selection of heroes more than I need the blacksmith upgrade. So do we want any of these guys? Would any of them potentially fill Caliban's shoes? Not really. Plus, I'm pretty sure since he lived on an island with an abusive, exiled noble and his daughter and spirit. Yeah, I'm talking about Ariel. Caliban probably didn't have shoes. Prospero didn't treat him particularly well. It doesn't seem like he'd be going out of his way to make shoes for Caliban. How come that's not that should be a charity? Hashtag shoes for Caliban. Let's start the movement. Get Caliban some shoes. Abused his whole life by a rich piece of shit who invaded his island. All he ever wanted was to make sweet, sweet love to that rich bastard's daughter, even if he had to, you know, take matters into his own hands and ignore the fact that no means no to get it. Hashtag shoes for Caliban. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he'd have been less rapey if he'd have given him some shoes, Prospero. That's all I'm saying. I'm also saying this episode is done. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. I apologize about the shortness of it, but this mission totaled together, if we ran these 2 episodes in, would have been like, I don't know, an hour and 10 minutes. So, sorry, not sorry. But still, seriously though, hashtag shoes for Caliban. You want to catch more Darkest Dungeon? Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, post new episodes. Might consider subscribing as well. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.